Okay, so hi everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. So we're really excited to have you here, and we would like to explore the opportunities offered by RMC Asia in 2025. So my name is Alicia, and today I'm joined by Wulan, who is our Students Recruitment Coordinator at RMC Asia. Hi,
Right.
Wulan.
Hello, Alicia. It's good. Thank you for having me today. So we will share the information regarding our programs today, and I will leave it to you to begin.
Okay, so to get started, let's quickly introduce RMC Asia again to those of you who aren't very aware of our services. So RMC Asia is a Bangkok-based organization that promotes cultural exchange programs in luxury hotels across Asia and the Middle East. So this year, as of this year, we've been active for a decade, so 10 years. We're having our 10 years anniversary this year. And for this 10 years, we've been providing opportunities for hospitality and tourism students, recent graduates, and young professionals in 4 and 5 star hotels and resorts. So, yeah, with RMC Asia, you have the opportunity to gain international experience in the hospitality industry and enhance your CV and get a kickstart to your career. Okay, so I think Wulan, to begin with, let's talk about the destinations that are available in 2025 for our participants.
Right. Actually, this is a good news for this year because we have new upcoming countries that we now have already 11 destinations that currently available, and mostly in the Asia because we're focusing in the Asia countries. We also have it in Thailand. We have in, I think it's also in Vietnam and Hong Kong. We also have that. And we also have in the Maldives. Maldives is actually in the island, if you guys know previously. And this is our most favorite place for the most participants is the UAE, and we also have it at the other Middle East countries such as Qatar, Oman, Bahrain, and the last will be for Malaysia and Indonesia. It is the two of new countries, same with Taiwan as well, but we still established to have the trade connections for these countries. And yes, we do have the opportunities for all.
All right, thank you, Wulan, for sharing. And then for our participants who are applying for our programs, actually, do they have to select only one destination or can they choose a few options?
Well, actually, that's a good question before Alicia, because if possible, you can always choose as many options as possible that you would like to have during the programs. Because for the it can increase the higher chances for you to not miss any great opportunities coming from the host organizations, and of course to getting hired by the host organizations.
All right, perfect. So I think what we can get from here is that RMC Asia offers quite a diversity of destinations for within Asia and the Middle East. And now that we know where participants can go to, let's talk about what kind of programs they can pursue in these countries. So, Mulan, could you please walk us through the different program options that we offer at RMC Asia?
Sure. We actually have three options now in our programs. As you might know, that the first will be for the hospitality internship and business programs. And the second that we had is the management training programs, while this is a supervisor level of the internship where it's the same internship opportunities, but it's a managerial level development. And as for the last that we had is for the contractual positions, where this is the last options that we had in both programs.
All right, thank you, Ulan. And could you tell us a little bit more about each program and I think
Mm,
how every person can choose the program that fits the best for
yeah,
them.
sure. Well, I will say, before we choose the best program options, you will need to know exactly your goals. What is the purpose of you that you are joining for the internship programs? As each of the programs have their own details into a specific clarification requirements, and the hospitality and internship Asia programs is for the one who would like to gain their first work experience in the hospitality industries, where if they would like also to enter the global workforce. So if you would like to have the first experience, these programs would be the perfect fit for you to try. And for the management training Asia programs that we had, as mentioned previously, it is supervisor level programs for the internship, where this is the managerial travel training for the one who would like to focus in their career into the hospitality industries. So this will be the perfect fit for them to apply. And for the last, as the contractual positions, it's the professional one actually for this one because they will need to have a previous experience related to apply for these programs. And these programs is having a full-time role that can be set for a specific durations. So if you are looking for the role, the full-time role set, so you can apply for this program option.
All right, thank you so much, Roland, for explaining all of our options. So, yeah, I believe choosing the right program is definitely key to getting your kickstart with your hospitality career. But what about the departments and the roles that are available within our hotel partners? Um,
Yeah.
uh,
Um,
so yeah, which hotel departments can our participants apply for as part of the program?
Right. So if you are wondering on what kind of the departments that we had for the opportunities, we have a lot. It means that we do have the operations positions and a few in the back office roles. However, as mentioned, we will need to know what will be the perfect fit for you to apply for the positions. And of course, you will need to be eligible for the programs or the departments that you are looking for. And we do have for the front office, we have in the F&B departments, we have also for the kitchen departments. For the kitchen department, we do have pastry, for example, and then the hot kitchen. And as for the other one department that we have, it's kind of unique department actually. It's for the leisure and spa departments. So it's interesting, right? And then we also have it in the housekeeping. So that is a lot. As for the back office, there is a few in the back office. We
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you mentioned that some participants might be interested in the back office roles.
Mhm.
Could you give us some examples of what those positions could be?
Okay. We have a few in the back office actually. So it can be such as the sales and marketing. We also have the human resources, the finance, and the revenue management will be the last option.
Okay, and from your experience, how can participants apply for different roles? Like, for example, if the position is outside of their area of experience or their educational background is perhaps different from the department that they want to apply for.
Yeah. Um it's a good point actually. Thank you, Alicia, because for you, if you are willing to try, for example, you do not have an experiences in the some of the positions that you would like to apply to, but how can you be eligible to apply? This is something that we be looking regarding your educational background, if it is aligned with the positions that you are applying for, so you can be eligible for that. Or if you do not have an educational background related for you to apply and you have but you already had an experiences, some of the professional experiences can be considered that you can be eligible for the programs or the positions you would like to apply. right? So that's kind of accepted.
All right, thank you for clarifying that, Wulan. So we've talked about the program options as well as the various departments that our participants can work with. But the next thing that I would like to ask you is how can participants benefit from our cultural exchange programs?
Yeah. Well, right. Of course. The benefits that they will get, I believe there is some of the three options of the benefits. While you can see, right? Alicia, you can go please. And there is a three options of the benefits. So we do have the personal benefits, we have professional benefits, and the full board benefits. So talking about what is the difference between those of the benefits. So let's talk about that as the personal benefits will be such as for the travel to the new countries, for you to explore the local culture, for you to get connect with the diverse people because when we do the internship, there is the other international students that currently do the internship with you. And there is you can also get the last will be for the experience of the cultural exchange. So this one of the purpose of our programs itself. As for the next options, it will be for the professional benefits. The professional benefits is more related to your career. For example, it can be for the academic credits that you are looking for. It can be for improving your skills development. It can be for the international work exposure, entering the Asia's global workforce, connect with the industry leaders because you will have the supervisor there, you will have the communication there. And of course, the last will be interesting for you because you will have the experience working with the luxury hospitality industry. So this is some of the and the end is the full board the benefit support. So this is something that normally it will be provided and it can be such as for the living allowances, the visa sponsorship, and the housing allowance, like the accommodations that will be provided, the living arrangements, and the local transportations or the work transportations that we know. And as for the other one, it will be for the perks as the propositions level. So yeah, there is a details information about that.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Wulan. And of course, throughout the whole process of the program, starting from before the preparation process as well as throughout your program, RMC Asia will also provide you our full services and we'll be there to support you throughout your internship.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about how participants can benefit from their programs and what they can gain, how can they prepare for their future. But actually, what can happen after they finish their internship? Is there other opportunities for participants once they complete their program?
Right. Many of the participants are asking the same questions. Let's say I can say that there is always a possibility after the internship completed, while you will get the extensions of the internship or the employment offer that given from the host organizations, while they have the opportunities for you to apply, and it will depend based on your performances. So, and then many of our participants also get hired for a full time after the internship complete, but it is a case by case basis, as mentioned, depends on the several things. And the other points that we can mention is to enhance your portfolio and for the future career growth. And the last will be, I can say, the possibility for you to pursue another programs with RMC Asia because we have a special rates for returning applicants. That's a good news actually for you.
All right, yep. Definitely, that's the case. We do have some participants who are returning for a second and even a third program whenever they want to try to gain more experience or they would like to try a different type of program. So this is definitely a possibility with us.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so actually we've reached pretty much the end of our session, but I would like to open the floor for our audience to ask us any questions they might have. So, guys, please feel free to send it in the chat box, or you can just say it if you wish.
Yeah. If you are willing to ask, please feel free to ask during the session today. All
I
right.
think it's yeah, if people are being a little bit quiet, I think I will step in with a question.
Okay.
So, one question that some of our applicants and participants might have is what level of English proficiency is required to apply for all three types of our programs?
Right. Actually, this is an important information that I think you will need to take notes on that because it's really important of the English proficiency because we have the eligibility criteria while we will know if you are eligible regarding the English proficiency later while you are training for the programs. However, it will also depend on the options of the programs that you would like to have. For example, the hospitality internship Asia programs, it will be required for you to speak conversational in English. And for the managerial development programs or the management training programs, it will be required for you to speak professionally in English. So you need to have a good proficiency in English, or the minimum would be intermediate or professional. And the last for the contractual positions will be remain the same for the managerial development because you will need to have a professional English skills to have and apply for these positions. While I can't say, the thing is that it is not mandatory for you to speak the local language while you are doing the internship. However, English will be your one and only language that you can be able to use as a communication there while you are doing the internship. So this will be important for you to be approved to have a good proficiency in English, and actually, that's kind of the purpose of the programs itself for learning their language while you are doing the internship because our programs is for the cultural exchange program, so you can learning during the internship as well.
All right, thank you so much for answering, Wulan. That was very detailed. And then I think I have one more question. So, what if a participant can speak decent English, but they have never done a job interview before? Does
Mhm.
RMC Asia assist them in any way to prepare for interviews with HR managers of hotels?
Well, right. There is a preparations within our team for you to be ready for the interview coaching with the hiring managers of the hotel. So you don't have to be worried while you are applying for the programs. Like I have knowing nothing, so I cannot be well prepared for the interview with the HR managers. This is something that we will share the information with you while you can do some of the research. You can find the information. You can have a practicing your English before doing the interview with the hiring managers, and the thing is, our team is having a fully support for you. So we have the pre-departure, it's not pre-departure, but it's an preparations for the interview with the hiring managers of the hotels. While we will give you an information on how you can also get successfully uh, accepted by the hiring managers of the hotels itself. So yeah.
Okay, that's great to know. Thank you, Wulan. And okay, so I think if nobody else has any questions, then we can wrap up our session.
Right? Yes.
All right, so thank you all for joining today's session. I hope it was valuable and insightful for you. And of course, if you have any more questions, you can feel free to contact us via the email you can see on the screen. And if you're interested in learning some more details about our programs, our services, our destinations, you can scan the QR code on the screen or visit our website. Okay. Um, all right, Bulan. I
Yes.
think that's all for today. So thank you so
Thank
much for
thank
helping me run this webinar.
Sure, Alicia, there is no worries about that. Thank you for attending the webinar today for all the audience here. So I hope that you guys can join for the internship program soon.
All right. Have a good day, everyone. See you soon.
Have a good day ahead. Bye.
Bye.